This is from at MSU Hitman. Has Ian ever accidentally passed on a collector's edition trade-in at Luna that was actually really valuable? Lots of RPG or GameStop exclusive collector's editions retain increase in value. Or is it like plastic instruments that sell high online but gather dust in store? What do you say, Ian?
I've never accidentally passed on a collector's edition that was valuable. You
don't want it.
Yeah, we don't want them. Collector's editions are things that you can certainly, depending on what they are, and they have to be the right one too. A lot of those collector's editions are worthless the moment you take them home to anyone but yourself.
That giant Joker statue from Arkham Asylum.
But they take up too much space in the store. And they have to be, you have to find the very specific right person who not only wants that game, they have to love that game enough that they would want the collector's edition and not have already purchased that collector's edition. Because a lot of these crazy collector's editions that you can get they're recent. The US getting collector's editions that are, in that deluxe nature really only started happening around the PlayStation 3 360 era in terms of coming out in that sort of coming out with that regularity. The Call of Duty's getting all those collector's editions. The RPG's finally getting the collector's editions.
Every major release almost.
All the art books and the soundtrack CDs. I mean, you saw some of that in the PlayStation 2 era, but not as much now. So a lot of these people had the chances to get those. So you have to find the person who really loves the game. Then they have to love it enough to want the collector's edition. Then they have to love it enough to want to pay extra for this crap that they have to find space for in their house, which is why this person who already had that collector's edition in the first place got rid of their collector's edition, specifically to us, because we didn't want it that bad in the first place to pay them any extra money for it. And we already probably told them, look, you can probably get more money for this online. Look, there's a whole scenario that goes into us winding up with one or turning one down. It's never going to move in our store. It's going to take forever, and we don't want to eBay it. So if someone comes in and points to us and goes, but yeah, but this collector's edition goes for $80 online, and I go, okay, then your best bet is to pay to put this online and sell it for $80 if you can get that. Sure. Because I could put an $80 price tag on this, and someday someone might pay me $80 for this collector's edition, but that person, it may take that person 5 years to walk in here.
Sure.
It's like the plastic instruments, and I saw that this person had kind of asked a secondary question about the plastic instruments when we were going through our Q&A topics. If we wanted to sell those plastic instruments that we get, yeah, you can get like $30 for some of them now. We give them away for free all day long. If people leave them, we get them back out of the store as quickly as we can.
What does a generic guitar go for?
I don't know. I don't even look, but I'm assuming probably $25-$30. That's what people have told me.
They don't make them that much anymore?
They don't make them at all. I mean, they don't make them, period.
They stopped doing that stuff?
They stopped doing it years and years ago.
I thought I still put out some of that Guitar Hero stuff.
I mean, when Guitar Hero Live came out and Rock Band 4 came out, which was like 3 years ago.
That was it?
They did a quick run of that and then immediately shut that shit down because it wasn't popular enough. So no, they haven't put out instruments in forever. So you can get some money for them online, but we don't want to have to deal with warrantying them, testing them. None of us are going to take 2 seconds to set up a guitar and be like, this works. No, we don't give a shit. So we put them in a bin. It's at some point, it's not worth the hassle to try to get the extra couple of bucks out of this. They come in. Yes, you could probably get money selling these online. We don't want to deal with that shit. Okay, put them in that bin. We don't either. We can just pretend that these were never here and out the door they go. To a slightly, I don't know, more collector's point, more on the side of collecting stuff, we get Sega stuff in sometimes, like boxed, nice Sega systems in. Power-based converters, systems like that. And oftentimes we're like, this is what you can get for this.
You're trying to weigh box power-based converters?
No. Listen to what I'm saying. on a collector's point, something similar. We get nice stuff in, like box power base converters. People will try to sell nice box Sega systems. Sometimes other systems, like weird stuff, like people will try to get rid of boxed, weird computer stuff that, like, if we went to a trade show, or a Portland, I could put a price tag on these and get nice, decent
but
money
no one's
for
looking
it.
for your stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. Same thing with the Sega stuff, which is even more popular, but people don't think of it. They come in and they try to sell it, and I go, I can't give you much for this. And they're like, well, it sells for this online. Then take it and sell it online, because no one's coming in here looking for boxed Dreamcast broadband adapters.
Sure.
I know what that's worth. I cannot pay you a fair amount to get this into the store, because it's never, ever going to sell. No one's coming into San Diego and being like, let's go to Luna Video Games and see if they have a boxed broadband adapter.
I have one of those.
So some of this stuff, it's not worth it for a store to necessarily bring it in, because it's just never going to move. It's so hyper specialized that that's the sort of stuff you do want to sell online, or you do want to take specifically to a convention to sell. That's what people are looking for at conventions.